Hey, listen, I want to talk about one of the biggest marketing tips that I help my clients with and people that I consult is getting results in their copywriting, in their social media, in their presentation. And one of the biggest things that hinders from this is worrying how people will judge you. Now, it's true. How you present yourself matters. How you structure, how you communicate, all of that matters. But what you need to stop doing is worrying about how, when you put it all together, how people will judge you and misconstrue or misunderstand what you mean, whether it be your peers, your family, your friends, or people in the marketplace, colleagues, competitors. Oftentimes I see people, they have a great product, a great service, a great presentation, a great website. Everything is set up right. And then when it comes to how they put their sales copy, their videos, their content, their advertisements, they're worried how other people will judge them. And so they speak in a way that makes sure that they can't ever be misjudged, that they can't ever be misunderstood, and that puts them in a loop of focusing their energy on defense, preventing judgment rather than getting results. When you pour your energy into what gets results, it will be 10 times, 100,000 times exponentially greater for you. And yet I see this all the time. Clients that I work with, they're worried about being misunderstood, or maybe it doesn't sound like their voice, or it's not totally accurate, or people are going to take this the wrong way and come and give us rude comments. And they structure the copy the way that they communicate, or they don't even do any copy or videos at all because they don't want to be misjudged, misunderstood. And they then wonder, why is it not working? Why is the marketing not working? Why are we not getting customers? Why are we not getting results? Well, it's because the focus is misappropriated towards how people will judge you. And oftentimes this comes from, I'm going to be real here for a second, how we judge other people. So you got to ask yourself this: are you worried about putting yourself out there in a way that maybe you've judged somebody else for in the past? I just had a coaching call the other week. A lady, when she gets in the closing situation, she's worried about being judged as pushy or people resenting her. And so because of that, she is not even walking people to the close because of that fear of how she'll be perceived or judged, when in fact, this person has already said, hey, I'm ready to buy. I'm ready to put my credit card down. But because of that fear, it was manifesting in her never closing sales. So ask yourself this: A, what am I worried about people judging me for in my marketing, in my copy, in my content? What have I maybe judged other people for? And make peace with that. Realize, listen, I'm not going to do what they're doing. I need to not be so worried about looking that way that I don't do the very thing that's going to get me results. That fear of appearing that way, that fear of looking that way, that fear of people misinterpreting you in a certain way keeps you spinning in a hamster wheel loop to where results are always far off in the distance. And the number one tweak that will get you there is to stop worrying about how people will judge you. Start doing the thing that will get you results. Start communicating in the way that converts to sales. Start putting copy out there. Maybe it's not grammatically correct. This is one of the biggest ones that I see people do. They're like, oh, well, it's not collegiately grammatical, so we can't put that copy out there. When in fact, you want to communicate like the voice that's inside the customer's head. You want to communicate in a way that's at a level that people don't have to think too hard to comprehend. So grammar is important. That's perfectly right. But worrying about how you're going to be misjudged by your peers when they're never going to buy from you in the first place is never going to help you. You want to talk to and communicate in the way that your customer cares about. You are only caring about how your customer will connect with you. The target customer, the person who is ready to purchase from you. How can I meet them where they're at? And maybe that means coming down from a collegiate level in my communication. Maybe that means speaking in a more watered down language that people can understand. I'm not diluting the message, by the way. I'm meeting people where they're at and saying, come on, with me, an invitation to come to something greater. When we're worried about how people will judge us, we do things that will A, produce judgment, and B, will not get the results that we say that we want to do. So we have to stop worrying about this and start doing the things that will get results. Maybe right now, as I'm saying this, you're thinking of a few things that you've done or chosen not to do out of just fear of being judged or misjudged. Stop doing that thing. Start doing the thing that's going to get results. Maybe you're like, I don't want to be that person that's out there all the time on social media talking on video. Well, in 2020, you got to do that. So maybe you should not do the thing that you say that you're doing, or find somebody else that can do that. You have to come to grips with doing hard things, doing things that are uncomfortable, taking risks, putting yourself out there. And you cannot be taking a risk and simultaneously worrying how people will judge you. I'm not talking about being an idiot or putting stuff out there that's going to purposefully be controversial or make you look bad. But if you know that you need to do something and you're choosing not to out of a worry about how you'll be judged, you got to stop doing that. There's a process. There's a proven method that gets results in marketing. And that's what I talk about. That's what I teach. That's what I work with the clients that I coach and consult. And so if you're somebody that wants to work with me, I put it right behind me. I can help you. Let me know if you want to do some coaching and work through some of this as well. You can go to my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com, click on coaching. I have podcast episodes as well that help people with this. It's over 42 episodes. Getting past your fears, getting past your worry. Oftentimes people ask me, why, Jeremiah, do you keep talking about fear and worry when all we want is marketing advice? Because for you to do the marketing stuff that works, you got to get past the fear and the worry of how people will perceive you to do the things that will get results. And until you do that, you will keep struggling. And so check out those episodes. If you want to coach with me, let me know. Leave me a comment below. Go to my website. We'll talk soon. Grow your life, everybody.